and welcome to the Housing.com Mega Home Utsav 2020 webinar. Now, Mega Home Utsav is the company's flagship online home shopping fest, where over the next month, we have lined up the best deals from the best projects from top developers all across the country. So if you are looking to buy your dream home during this festive period, then the Housing.com Mega Home Utsav is where you need to be at. Our webinar today is in conjunction with the Ashar Group. They are going to be discussing the Thane real estate market with us, as well as their top projects in the city. I'm joined by my panelist, Ayushi Ashar, who is the director of the Ashar Group. Welcome, Ayushi.
Hi everyone.
Amit Vakharia is the VP Projects. Hi, Amit.
Hi, hello everybody.
Yeah. Sagar Paidikar is the Project Sales Head. Sagar, say hello to our audience members.
Hello everyone.
Yeah. And Nilesh Ibrahimpurkar is also the project sales head. Hi, Nilesh.
Hello everyone.
Yeah. So anyway, Ayushi, before we get down to the Q&A session for today, I think it would be really great if you could give our audience members a brief introduction to the company and the brand that all of you are representing.
Sure. Thanks so much, Homer, for the kind introduction. I would like to take 2 minutes to just introduce Ashar Group and what we stand for. We are a real estate development firm with over 2 decades of experience in MMR, and we have an in-house team size of over 200 people. We specialize in boutique projects with heavy emphasis on design, timely delivery, and construction quality. So we have successfully delivered over 4 million square feet of real estate across different verticals, including residential, commercial, retail, education, IT parks, and infrastructure. Currently, we have a portfolio of 3.2 million square feet ongoing under development in Bandra, Ghatkopar, Thane, Mulund, and Nasik. At the crux of it all, as a brand, we believe in value creation for the society. In 2008, we came up with one of the largest ID parks of Thane. We then introduced Thane's first international school, Billabong High. Now we are at completion of Navroz, which is one of our most premium projects in Mumbai, in Pali Hill, Bandra. And to sum it up, we want to make a difference through our real estate. We want our real estate to speak, and we want to create quality products. So I hope that gives an overarching overview of our brand and what Ashar stands for.
Absolutely. So my first question, Ayushi, is actually directed towards you. So like you mentioned, you guys have done a lot of work in the Thane market. So I'm going to start with the most obvious question first, and that is about the COVID-19 pandemic. We all know that all real estate markets all over the world have been really impacted by this pandemic. What has been your observations? How has the Thane market been impacted? And would you say that it continues to be impacted by the pandemic? What are your thoughts?
Right. Thanks, Rumor. I think that's a very pertinent question. So there was a time where there was tremendous uncertainty when, during March, April, when the lockdown first came to light. But since then, and since things have started opening up almost, I would say, around June, we have seen tremendous improvement in the number of serious buyers that are out in the market. They have re-entered in large numbers. And in fact, I would like to share a statistic, and I was just reading a report shared earlier by my team. It was a report by Prop Equity, which said that the absorption rates in Thane specifically are the second highest in this quarter in India. And that's a very interesting statistic because after Pune, Thane is second and followed by Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai. So Thane as a whole is seeing this tremendous influx because of, the right ticket size, right projects, quality construction, and where you see an advancement in construction, that's where people choose to invest their money. So even though initially there was some uncertainty, I think right now is the perfect time to invest in real estate.
So Amit, my next question is to you. Ayushi has set the context, in terms of what is happening in the Thane market right now, but I'd like to sort of deep dive with you. So can you tell us a little bit, especially for our audience members, give us an overview of what do you think are the important micro markets, in Thane, which are the locations to watch out for?
Well, thanks, Jumur. I understand the question. So basically what I understand is Thane and want to bring it across is Thane is basically a market which is broken down into 5 major belts or sections or zones, we would say. One of them being Wagle Estate Zone, the Balcom, the area near the station, Pokhran Road number 1, till Kapur Bawdi, and definitely yonder the Godbandar Road. All these areas have their own potential of benefits and potential of locations. And however, interestingly and rightfully and appropriately, the infrastructure movement in the core area, in the main city area, which means introducing the metro, widening of the roads, and also the eradication of slums and encroachments is observed very strongly and focused in the city center area, which is the core Thana area. Now, which is also defined by Wagle Estate, Pokhran, and Kapur Bawdi area and the Palkum area versus the interior areas. Now, as you would agree that every project a developer begins, the key important part is always location, location, and location. And rightfully, Ashar's projects are always strategically located in one of the key centric areas, which has a good amount of infrastructure development and also foresees growth in terms of infrastructure. So in a very short, I can surmise how the city center is the micro market of Thana right now.
Yeah. So, Ayushi, we're speaking about Thane, and I've noticed, some of your, advertising and branding campaigns. There's a very interesting line in that campaign which says, if it's Thane, it's Ashar.
Yeah.
Now, this is obviously, it's not a small claim to make. I am curious, and I'm sure our audience members would be too. Why are you saying that if it's Thane, it's Ashar? So give us some brand insights. What kind of a presence do you have in the city to warrant this statement?
Definitely. Johor, as piggybacking off of what Amit said, I think one of the strongest suits that we have is location. So if you see most of our upcoming projects, wherever you see the Ashar logo and Ashar trademark, is that we choose city center locations. And that is one of our biggest USPs. Secondly is it's our construction timeline. So we pride ourselves in being one of the fastest developers in the MMR region, where we're targeting an average turnaround time of 3 years. So that execution capability and the knack to be able to execute that within a stipulated timeline is what makes us different. Yeah. These two components, when combined, I think gives the customer that confidence that, as a brand, we are here to deliver. And there's no other thing that we want to do. We want to put in quality effort into our project and deliver on the timelines that we have promised. And because of that, we have seen tremendous traction even during this lockdown time. We have seen some of our, most of our projects, a lot of our projects have seen highest numbers. We have given possession in 2 of our projects, one in Mulund, one in Kapur Bawdi, which is Sapphire. And we have seen tremendous sales numbers. And that's what brings us to the entire premise that if it's Thane, it's Ashar. And we invite everyone to come in and experience that at our sales galleries.
I believe you have a corporate video which you believe, will give us like a better sense
definitely,
of what the brand stands for. So, why don't we show it to our audience? Can we have the video, please?
Surely.
Well, thank you for this video. Now, Nilesh, you have been rather quiet all this time. So my next question is for you. Now, this is a question, which we have seen come up in all of our webinars. Whenever we speak to home buyers, this is the one question, that we get asked. Now, while the video, had some very convincing statistics, but I'd still like you guys to address the pivotal question which a home buyer is still asking, and that is, should I buy a home right now or should I wait? So what advice would we like to give our home buyers? I think Nilesh is having some technical difficulties.
Yes, I'm in.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm in.
yeah.
Can you please repeat the question, please?
Yeah, so I'm asking about, the one question which we are getting asked by all home buyers, and that is, should we wait right now or should we buy? What should we do? So what advice would you like to give them? Nilesh, can you hear us?
No, I didn't. I didn't. Can you please repeat?
Okay, so I'm repeating the question and I'm sort of throwing this open to all the panelists because I think Nilesh is having some technical difficulties. So my question to all the panelists is, when a home buyer asks today that should I buy a home right now or should I continue to wait? Will there be some more changes in prices? What advice would we like to give to our home buyers?
I will take it up from here.
Yeah, please do.
So basically, this is the right time to purchase a apartment with any of the client, if I say, because today's state government has taken one step ahead and reduced the stamp duty by 3%, which is a huge amount. So even if I say a flat which is a crore rupees, straight away the client is saving on almost 4 lakh rupees, which is a huge amount over there. So he is saving for himself. So that is one of the best point wherein clients are saving money as of now. Okay, and the second point, what I would like to address is the home loan interest rates. Now the home loan interest rates have been slashed like anything, wherein it was like almost 8.90. Now it has come straight away to 6.75 to 7.0. So that is a remarkable change in the home loan interest rates. So this is one of the point wherein clients are getting attracted to purchase a home. So this is one of the point wherein this is the right time to get the apartment at the right place and the right time.
Yeah. Sagar, so I'll continue my conversation with you. There's another point, where our home buyers are always asking us for advice. Now, Thane is a city, it's a huge place, right? Again, the city is sort of broken up into what we call the city center. Then there are the peripheral areas. So the home buyers are always asking for advice that which location should I choose? Should I opt for the city center? Should I go for the peripheral locations? What advice can we give them?
Jumar, today's date, city center have his own charm as well as comparatively interior belts of Thane, because there are ample of projects which are coming up in the interior of Thane. But we as an Ashar, we are very much choosy on the locations. As Amit sir said, we are very much looking only about the location, location and location, because this is something which is getting an appreciation point of view as well in the future as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so any client who is looking for an apartment, they can actually go for a city center wherein they get very good appreciation. Okay, the proximity to the school, hospital, malls, this within a radius of like 1 kilometer, which is actually a very good radius wherein they can commute anywhere in Thane. This is one of the best point. Then the infrastructure, okay, because if you see in the interior belts of Thane, there is a less amount of infrastructure which has been developed as of now. So that has been churned up like anything. And later on, once the apartment, once the the possessions would be done in the interior parts. So the density of the population which would be coming in the interior, that would be on a huge side. So the infrastructure would be actually on a toss in that case. But comparatively, city center is something which has already been developed, and clients are getting attracted to that with obviously some price change or something like that. But this is one of the best point that city center, obviously clients go for city center.
Yeah. So, Amit, we've been speaking about, Thane as a market. I'd like to shift gears a little and come back to the projects, that all of you are representing. So, I think it would be great if, A, we could have some more insights into, the three projects, that you wish to share with our audience members. And it would be really great if you could talk about any offers that you might have for our audience members.
Yeah, sure. So if I can have the PowerPoint activated. Yeah, so this is where we are talking about the three major projects which I would like to display today, take this opportunity and the platform to display today and discuss about this in Thana. The Ashar Metro Tower, Ashar Edge, and Ashar Sapphire. All put together, they clearly form a golden triangle. They are all housed in the city center, and it's the heart of the city. Now, one by one, I would be happy to explain the projects one after the other and the benefits of being a part of any of these projects. So we can start with Ashar Edge and move on to the next slide.
So Ashar Edge is basically located in off Pokhran Road number 2 and adjacent to Gladys Alvarez Road. This is one of the flagship project of Ashar Group. Okay, and we have a two configuration which is coming up with 1 BHK and a 2 BHK. 1 BHK costing wise 86 lakhs and 2 BHK is 1.29 CR, which is all inclusive cost. This is one of the best part that we are giving all inclusive cost in that. So here we are coming up with 15% extra life space. That is there is 15% extra carpet area what clients are getting to use to. Okay, so this is one of the best thing, and we are coming up with 50,000 square feet of amenity space. Now in this amenity space, we are coming up with huge amenities, like we are coming up with a swimming pool, children's play area, landscape garden, turf cricket, skating rink, banquet hall. Each there are ample of amenities which are we are coming up with, and over here as client's pocket, if I say client is saving almost 8 lakh rupees, 7 to 8 lakh rupees on pre EMIs, because we are giving smart payment plan over here. We can surely display that payment plan later on, but this is something which client will actually attract to, because 7 to 8 lakh rupees is not a small amount. Okay, so this is one of the best point. And appreciation point of view, if I say this location have already gathered 15% of appreciation on Pokhran Road number 2 in last 6 years, which is also a good number actually. Okay, and in Usher Edge, we are introducing first voice control homes. This is one of the first thing which we have introduced in Thane. So on voice control, we would be doing Google Homes in each and every apartment. So this is one of the best point. And the last but not the least, IGBC. We are registered with IGBC, which is Indian Green Building Council. So we are registered for gold ratings over here. So this would be a green building concept kind of. Okay, so clients will get something new over here for Usher Edge. I would like to go for next slide.
I'll take this one, Asha. So, one of the projects that we've discussed out of the three is in the Golden Triangle is Ashar Sapphire. Now, this is a beautifully located product, which is right on Kolshet Road, opposite the D-Mart in Thane. It's one of our projects which has a unique and very boutique offering of a luxurious 3 BHK and a luxurious 4 BHK apartment. Strategically very well placed at the very heart of the city center, which is having excellent connectivity, being close proximity with Kapur Baudi Junction, allows it to have immediate access to Kolshet Road, then the Godbanda Road, and as well as the Mumbai-Thane highway. Now, this project is made up of a 3 BHK and a 4 BHK. The 3 BHKs are being offered at 1.75 CR upwards, and 4 BHKs are being offered at 2.85 CR upwards. And the project, the way it has been designed as a boutique product, and it has the right amount of amenities and finishes just apt and for this kind of a product, which includes a fully furnished gym, the pool, the multi-purpose areas, and ample amount of comfortable parking as well. But the most important part about this project, which I need to mention in Ashar Sapphire, is that this is a product that is ready to move in. It has already received its OC. So that adds a lot of value for anybody who's interested in living at a strategic location and living a quality lifestyle. So this is Asha Sapphire for you, and I can probably have the next slide talking about the next project.
Thank you, Amit. So let's move on to Ashar Metro Towers, one of the biggest launch of 2019 in Thane. Ashar Metro site progressed 25 slab construction work within a span of 18 months, which itself speak about the good speed construction work and a possession before time, hence being the fastest developer in MMR. Metro is a premium 300 feet high-rise tower with luxury amenities on rooftop, such as 280-meter jogging track, cricket pitch turf, skating rink, open-air gym, yoga deck, and a barbecue with party deck. It has Club 8K, an exclusive floor for exotic luxury indulgence, which has equipped gym, swimming pool, aerobic center, multi-purpose sports pavilion, indoor game room with chess and carom. 7 minutes from Thane station and 2 minutes from upcoming Cadbury metro station is an added advantage. Prices are very competitive for such luxury amenities, being 79 lakhs all inclusive for 1 BHK and 99 lakhs for 2 BHK. It's definitely a good value for money. With this, I would like to announce a special offer for next 15 days. Can we move on to the next slide? We are offering the best prices in the city center location with exclusive payment plan of 30-30-30-10. After which there will be a price rise of 7% from 31st October 2020. Hence, any client buying a property in Asha within the next 15 days is eligible for appreciation of 7% rise in his property value. With this, I would like to invite all the clients to our master sales gallery at Ashar site in Vasant Vihar, Thane West, which will give you the best experience and the feel of all Ashar project under one roof. Rishabh, can you please play offer video, please?
Well, thank you for that video. I think I can see that we've already received quite a few audience questions. So in the interest of time, I will now move on to the audience questions. The first one has been addressed to Nilesh. Our audience member wants to know that can I book a property online? Is a virtual site visit safe and genuine? What would we like to say to them?
Okay. Yes, you can, and it's definitely safe. In fact, we have been selling more inventories to buyer online during COVID as well as to NRI clients, but we still recommend buyer to visit the site, which gives you more realistic idea of buying property.
Yeah.
Reason being, whenever we have dealt with NRI client, we have always seen a friend or a relative of a client personally visiting the site and experiencing the visit on his behalf, and finally on the feedback of his friend or a relative, he takes the final decision.
Yeah.
That's what we have experienced many times.
Yeah.
Hence, booking online is very much safe and genuine.
Yeah. And one thing is to visit the site visit, get a sense of the project. But I think any home buyer wants to sort of get a sense of the vicinity, the peripheral locations, where exactly am I located. So I believe that we do have a drone shoot that we can share with our audience members just to give them a sense of, where, what the location is all about. So would it be possible for us to have the drone video?
So this is Ashar Edge project. We have completed almost 23 slabs of A wing, And B wing, we have completed almost 11 slabs as of now. You can have a
Battery
look at
level
the
is low.
what we
The
would be
aircraft
getting.
will go to the home point in 10 seconds.
Yeah, please
That's
continue.
the panoramic view. That's the panoramic view what the clients can get from their from the apartments. This is this is the actual construction which is going on the site. We have just done the drone shoot right now.
Actually, we're lucky we got this drone shoot, because I remember we were discussing, given the orange alert, for Mumbai, I think we're really lucky, that we managed to get this footage.
Yeah, actually. Now this project is located just adjacent to Gladys Alvarez Road. Now this road is almost 6-lane road. Okay, so as I was talking about the this is the view what you would be getting from the apartments. As I was talking about the city center, so this is how the city center is. The location actually matters. This is one of the premium location in Thane. On the left hand side, you can see this road which goes to Manpada, and ahead of Manpada that will connect to Godbandar Road. This is Hiranandani Estate, one of the happening place in Thane. We have most of the restaurants, pubs over here. This lane connects to Upwan Lake and Majiwada Junction. From here, Majiwada Junction is hardly 5 minutes drive, and the Kapurwadi metro station is also 5 minutes drive from here. This is one of the tallest tower which we are coming up with. We are coming up with 33 story. Rest all towers are like 20, 22 story. Ahead of our is like three or four story towers. So the view what we would the clients would be getting, it would be uninterrupted view from the project. As I said, this is one of the developed road. Okay, so you have the marketplace, which is hardly 2 minutes walking distance from the project. Okay, so market is just a minute walk from our project. That's the B wing which we are developing right now, as well as A wing. Just ahead of our project, we have a sales gallery. As Nilesh mentioned, that's the sales lounge what we have. All the projects has been we would be flashing over there. You can see the laborers which are working over there. This is the sales gallery, wherein clients can come over here and actually have a feel of the project. We have the sample apartments ready with us to show the clients. Just a small point to add on, just ahead of my sales gallery, you can see a bus stop. So even if any client who is looking for some local transport or something like that, just adjacent to Lokpuram bus stop. So that is one of the best point for to commute anywhere in Thane. You have rickshaw stand, or you can have a bus stop which is just adjacent to my project. So this is the graceful tower which would be developed. 33-story towers, both A wing and a B wing. The views are really awesome. The clients can get a uninterrupted view from the apartment. That is one of the best part. You can have a look at this view. This is one of the best view from the project. Your Hills view. There is nothing which is coming upfront of project, so the views are totally open from both side of the project. There are very less projects. If you go in interior of Thane, then you will get this kind of view. But city center, this is one of the project wherein you will get this view.
Okay, great. I think this video at least gave our audience members some kind of an indication of the location. Thank you for leading us through it. Ayushi, there is one question. As a matter of fact, a couple of our audience members have been asking about, the RERA carpet area of, the various apartments that you offer. So can you please take that question on?
Sure. Sagar and Nilesh, would you like to take that question?
RERA carpet areas for, if I tell you about the edge, we have 1 BHK as in 424 RERA carpet, and my usable carpet, as I said, 15% extra is the usable carpet that goes to 490. So it's a very good carpet area to use for 1 BHK, which is 490 square feet. And for a 2 BHK, it is 653 RERA carpet, and the usable carpet would be 740, which is a very good RERA carpet, the carpet to use for a 2 BHK. So this is for a edge. Nilesh, you can go for metro.
Nilesh, you'll have to speak up.
Sorry, we can't hear you, Nilesh. No, Sagar, do you want to take up for metro as well?
Yeah.
The metro is for a 1 BHK, the usable carpet goes to somewhere around 450. Okay. And for a 2 BHK, the RERA carpet as well as the usable carpet, if I say, it will go to 650 carpet. So that is again a decent size of carpet areas, what we are actually giving to our clients. So this is one of the best part.
And I think we missed Sapphire. So Sapphire 3 BHKs are 925 plus carpet. So 927 to be precise.
Yeah. We're also getting quite a few questions around delivery timelines. So different audience members asking about the different projects. So it would be great if one of you could sort of give us the possession timelines, an indication for all three projects, because our audience members have been checking on that.
Possession timelines for edge, if I say, it would be in the RERA dates. What we are going to give is, which would be mentioned in the agreement as well. It would be April 2023, but we would be giving the possession 1 year prior to that. And that's what Ashar Group is famous for giving timely deliveries on time. Okay, so our commitment would be in March 2022, we would be giving the possession to the clients. And so as for metro as well, metro we would be giving in March 22, we would be giving the possessions as well. So both the projects are going hand to hand actually.
All right. Amit, the next, sorry, would you like to add
Yeah,
something?
with respect to Sapphire, with respect to timelines, it's a ready to move in product. So anybody who's ready for a move in product, Sapphire would be a very beautiful alternative for them too.
All right. So Amit, the next question actually has been addressed to you. So our audience member wants to understand that, please tell me about Ashar's experience in the Mumbai Thane market. So what would we like to tell them?
Mumbai market. So over nearly 2 decades of being a grade 1 developer, Ashar Group has proven its forte as a developer who has found its footing and demonstrated consistently in various sectors of the projects that the realty sector brings in. We have, like sometime back Ayushi did mention, that we have come up with the largest IT park in Thane. We were the first to bring in an international school in form of Billabong International High. And along with that, a series of residential projects have been developed, established, and successfully sold to customer-centric products and also at strategic locations. We've also developed and delivered successful projects across the spectrum, out of which right from 1 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 4 BHK, and also moving on to the luxurious and super luxurious product, which we are about to complete in Bandra, Pali Hill. It's a boutique product that is located in the most affluent area of Mumbai, that is Pali Hill. And we are very, very close to attaining OC for that and completion within a couple of 3 months or so. So if this would help, that a big spectrum of works which we have done would establish the required confidence in any product that we build.
All right. Amit, the next question is again for you. This is a really interesting question. Our audience member is asking, is there a provision of balconies in all rooms and space for washing machine? Now, before you answer that, I'd like to set the context to this question, because I think people who are not from Mumbai will find this question really funny and wondering. So just a context for our non-Mumbaikar audience members, as you must have all read and you're aware that space is really very, very scarce in Mumbai. Space is king. So the things that other cities can take for granted, which is, sprawling balconies, etc., we Mumbaikars, we can't do that. So I think in that context, it's a relevant question. So what would we like to tell our audience members?
I totally appreciate your question. And to an answer to that, as a prerequisite of a design that we do for all our projects, we are very hardly pressed on the design logistics and the matrix, what we deliver in every product. And we've successfully endeavored in almost every project of ours, the key design factors, which we would say, and our design optimization or design standardization, which typically favors the customer, the functionality, and eventually it boils down to the value for which he's purchased the flat. Yes, all the projects in Thane do have a benefit of a service area, a dry balcony, a balcony area, a flower bed. We have made provisions for we have even made provisions for areas of washing machine in almost every flat that we provide. So these are our deep-rooted design elements which we bring to the fore as soon as we have a product to be designed for. Now, we also have kept in mind most of the products that are to be used even in Mumbai for the projects that we do. Those designs are also integrated with a built-in washing machine area, a built-in area for sinks, and built-in area for clean dry balconies are all designed. So yes, to answer the question, yes, the projects do have provisions for dry balconies, washing machines, balconies, service areas. Yes, it does.
All right, great. So from a time point of view, I can see that we have time for one last question. So I have sort of saved the most important question from a home buyer's point of view for last. And a lot of our audience members are asking about price appreciation. The question is, in the next 2 years, do you see price appreciation in your project? So Sagar, Nilesh, Amit, what would we like to tell the audience members?
Well, currently the project is under construction and has its own value to sell. Buyer will always has a price advantage on under construction property compared to a ready possession property, where the value always appreciates. That's why buyer always seems to buy under construction property, believing that by the time of possession or later years to the possession, he will have a good appreciation in price. Hence, in next 2 years, we'll definitely see good appreciation in price.
Okay. Sagar, Amit, would you like to add something to that?
Of course, here, as the project is under construction, it has its own value. And at the time of possession, obviously, the cost would be something which would be appreciated because the ready possession property have its own value again. So there is going to be a price appreciation for sure in 1.5 years, and that would be a very good appreciation. And clients will actually take a good opportunity if they book it right now.
Yeah. So I can just see we've got one last question coming in. So I'll just try and squeeze this in. So one of our audience members wants to know that are there any extra charges for using the pool and other amenities? What can we tell them?
No, actually, we don't charge any clubhouse membership every year. Okay, we charge it at one time. Okay, and that too, the best part is we have included that amount in the all-inclusive price, which we have actually flashed in the presentation. So that's the best part, because the idea is the client don't have to pay anything ahead of it. Okay, so that's the reason we have flashed the all-inclusive price. So Clubhouse membership, everything is included in that.
All right. Okay.
So
Ayushi,
there is
you've
no
been
hidden
quiet for a
charges.
while, so I will let you have the concluding comments. Before we go, is there anything that you would like to tell our audience members about buying right now, about the Thane market, about the Ashar Group?
Thanks, Jumar. I think we've had a wonderful session. I would just like to tell the audience maybe my takeaways, honestly, from this presentation and this webinar. It was an interesting session. And some key points that I would like to highlight are that, investing in products that have good execution capability is primary from an audience perspective. Good design really adds value in terms of appreciation towards the end. Good payment plans really help customers to sort out their EMIs and things like that. So all in all, all of these points, when you add all of these points, it brings out a good financial advantage for the customers from a financial point of view. And in the end, we as a brand, for us, it's delivering promises on time. Our tagline is promises delivered, and we hope to abide by that philosophy through and through. And we hope that's relayed through this presentation or through any of our other means of communication to all our customers. And we're happy to host everyone in our sales gallery at Ashar Edge. We wish everyone a very healthy and prosperous festive season, and we look forward to staying in touch with you.
Yes. So thank you, audience members. That's all that we have time for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be seeing you soon with another one of our webinars as part of our Mega Home Utsav 2020 series of events. Well, that's all that for now. Thank you so much. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.